Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the Couch Potato Sports Report. I'm Mike T-Bird Taylor coming to you from the man cave down low in T-Bird's lair. I got my buddy Willie Will on directing the show tonight, and just happy to have everybody in tuning in to the Couch Potato Sports Report. Got a lot of sports to talk about. A lot of things happened over the weekend, and I tell you, first thing, Willie, I want to go to the pro football licks and hits in the NFL around the league. You know, the Falcons had Dante Robinson, the cornerback, for Atlanta. He laid a pop on one of the Philadelphia Eagles wide receivers, and I mean, they calling it a vicious blow to the head, using helmet to helmet. I looked at the replay. I didn't think that hit was like that. And the league is saying that they're going to start finding players and suspending them, for those type of hits. I don't know how you, the type of play that Dante did was on Deshaun Jackson. It looked like a legitimate play. But there was a couple of hits around the league where it did look like they went to the head. They fined Dante Robinson $50,000 for that hit. Now, a lot of people think, well, those guys make millions of dollars. $50,000 don't mean much. But if you that type of player and you get hit, you get fined like that 2 or 3 times, you ain't gonna like that too much. So, I wanted to get Willie Will's thought on what do you think about a vicious hit in the NFL? Football's a violent game.
Well, I've been doing a little bit of research, and those of you that keep coming by know I don't really follow sports.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a little history on sports, on football especially, and heck, it comes from the old pigskin,
right?
The old European pigskin,
right?
And the reason our people have to wear helmets and pads today, from my understanding, is because back in the day when football was new to America, people were dying on the field.
Right.
And us Americans said, no. And we had to put, pads and helmets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, you got a 250-pound to, 400-pound guy that can run as fast as these guys are running on that field. It's gonna hurt.
Somebody's gonna get hurt.
Somebody's gonna get hurt. And I saw the replay on the news so many times of these guys getting hit,
mm-hmm.
and that's just a fluke. From my standpoint,
yeah.
Whether it was intentional or not, I don't know enough of the game, but
yeah,
it was a fluke. And I heard both guys went to the hospital.
Yeah, both of them, and they don't get me wrong. Some of the other guys had legitimate, blows to the head, but in Dante Robinson's situation, I looked at the replay over and over, and I didn't see that he tried to deliberately hit the guy like that. It was just a good hit because. They were both knocked out for a minute. But, that's when you come across the middle, that means you're going to get popped. So, like you say, 275-pound guy running at you full speed, it's going to be a collision.
It's going to hurt.
So, they fined him $50,000. They fined another guy $75,000. And along with Dante Robinson, another guy got fined.
Do you think they were trying to just appease the people, the fans of the sport?
Well, in so many ways, because a lot of fans, they call, oh yeah, we think they need to stop doing that and stuff like that. So the commissioner is going to try to show, well, we did do something,
right.
And later on, if it keeps happening, then we'll suspend players. So. The coach is going to have to show another technique of tackling. All I know.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Just food for thought. Just wanted to touch on that, and
just one added thing. Just for a guy like me that don't normally watch. I mean, it's like people who like watching NASCAR.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me every fan out there watching it just to watch them go in a circle? Or they're waiting for that big crash.
Yeah, you're right.
So
a lot of fans are waiting on that big crash, and then you got a lot of fans that want to say, "Oh, he can drive this and that," but that Johnny Come Lately fan, man, I can't wait till they flip about 3 or 4 cars. So anyway, that's food for thought on that. I'm glad we touched on that. And moving on, talking about the Atlanta Falcons, they go up to Philadelphia, Willie, and they get beat 31-17. Really not a very good performance by our Falcons. Matt Ryan threw for 250 yards. I think it was like 19 out of 31 for 250. You know, in order for us, our football team, to become a great team or a team that competes every week, we've got to go to an opponent's house and beat them there. A good team like Philadelphia, we've got to go up there and beat them, and we didn't get it done with them. We didn't go up there and beat the Eagles like everybody thought they would. I really thought that we had a chance to win that game, but it's just like we didn't come to play. We were very sluggish in the first half. Excuse me, folks. I've got this terrible cough, but I want to bring this show to you, so I'm going to do it even though I'm coughing. But we were sluggish, Willie, and everybody kept waiting on the Falcons to get going. Just couldn't seem to get going. I mean, what's your thoughts on a team? 1 week they're calling you the class of the NFC, and then when you go lose a game of that magnitude, then they're saying all the problems that you got.
Well, I would have to first ask who's making those statements. Is it the fans, or these are the so-called professional, critics out there?
That's a very good question, and you're exactly right. Some of them are fans, but most of them are those professional critics out there. You know, what they have to do is talk about the game every week. Excuse me, and if a team wins 2 or 3 games in a row, then they're talking about how everything's coming together. They got to have something to talk about. But then when you start losing, when you lose that game after you won 4 in a row like the Falcons had, then they say, well, the Falcons really got a problem with trying to go deep. I wonder if there's anything wrong with Matt Ryan's arm. Really didn't go to right early enough in the game to get the passing game established. Michael Turner was held to 45 yards, which he had 140 the week before. So, there you are. It's something to report on. And all I'm saying is I want the Falcons to be consistent with winning every week. And you got to win games away from your home.
Well, I mean, anybody who's a fan of any team, it doesn't matter. You're going to want your team to win.
Yeah. And
you're going to find the flaws, and, the coach is doing what they're doing. You can tell. I mean, you are obviously a big sports fan for many, many years since you were a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Now, look back in the day. Can you think, if you took away your feelings about your team, do you think that you can turn around and realize that team just knew how to work around our team just a little bit better because they've been studying them or whatever, and now the team's got to figure out they're doing things too consistently, that they're being read by the other teams?
Yeah.
Or is it really the coach or the players really screwing up?
Well, I mean, you bring up a valid point. I just think that when good teams make plays, good teams have guys on their team that are game changers. And I just don't feel that. I feel like we've got guys on the Falcons that are game changers, but for whatever the reason, we don't change the game when it's time. We don't catch the big pass. We don't make the good stop on 3rd and 6. I just can't, explain it. The one year we go to Super Bowl in '98, that team was an overachiever. Supposedly this team is ready, and we just don't play on a consistent basis. So maybe they just going to have to keep preparing and, just trying to get better and better. I mean, that's all you can do, but you got to win those games like that. Games that you're very capable of winning. So, just hoping that the Falcons can, get it together. We got Cincinnati this week at the Dome. I'm going to be there wide open.
It's going to be crazy.
Oh, it's going to be crazy. Chad Ochocinco going to be there, and did I say his name? Ochocinco. And, of course, Terrell Owens are the wideouts for Cincinnati, along with Carson Palmer, who's the quarterback. Should be a very good game. Should be electric down there. Willing, I'm really looking forward to going to the game.
All I can say is have fun. I ain't doing that. That's too many people for me.
Willie said, y'all heard it, folks. Willie said that's too many people for him. Well, you know, I love the crowd, and I love going out there and cheering our team on. So I just hope we can get on the winning market. Hopefully, you know, the Falcons can go down there and redeem themselves against Cincinnati, who was supposed to actually, some had Cincinnati Bengals to pick to win their division. Right now they're not looking too good, and I think there's something like 1-4, 1-5 or something like that. And so we just have to wait and see. Anyway, with that being said, Sean Witherspoon didn't play against Philadelphia. Got to get him back in at linebacker. Justin Peel, the backup tight end, is going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. He had an injury. I think maybe it was an injured knee in the game against Philly. So, you know, Atlanta's going to have to suck it up and, you know, and dig down deep and go get a win. So, you know, enough about the Falcons. Because when they win next week, and I'm going to go on and say they're going to win, we have a lot more to talk about.
You heard that. T-Bird said they're going to win, so we'll see.
They heard it. All right. Okay, moving on. We're going to touch on that. And folks, I switch back and forth because, like I say, I talk about sports all the way around. And 1 minute I'll be talking about the Falcons, then I switch over to the Braves and talk about baseball. So, you know, we got the NLCS and the ALCS going on. Our Braves come up short in the division series. We just couldn't get past those Giants. It's really looking like it may be the Giants' year. Willa, they playing some good baseball, and you know, they're up. I think they're leading their series 3-1 against Philadelphia, and the Philadelphia Phillies are the defending champs. So, you know, those Giants are playing good baseball.
I just think it's funny. I'm the type of guy that when I was playing baseball when I was a kid, I was the guy you wanted on the bench.
I love that, Willie. Hey, folks, at least he admitted it. He said he was the guy that you wanted on the bench. Well, Willie, you know, man, that's very honorable of you to say that. But hey, sometimes we had to use you guys to make the teams even them.
Oh yeah, I mean, when somebody got hurt or sick, it was like, oh, okay, you know, hit the left field. Just go out there where the ball don't normally go.
Yeah, you're saying, please don't hit it to me. Please don't hit it to me. But you know, our Braves, they like I say, they come up a little short, and so we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to, you know, get our act together with things. And matter of fact, right now we're gonna have to go to a commercial because I've got to take an important phone call. I am on call at the moment for work, so y'all bear with me. Well, Willie, can we take a break?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a break. I'm gonna go ahead and, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta do this rotation now. So just stand by. We'll be right back.